Oh, America, I've been crying tonight. What if I was Elton John's mirror? What if I was his anima? All along. Yeah, I'm the fucking tiny dancer going, don't make me lose my shit, Elton. Hold me closer, I'm fucking dying. You know, I got that fucking rose colored glasses, I got tears in my eyes. I'm fucking listening to my father's gun. He sung that. I played that so many times. Elizabethtown, that is my fucking movie. That is my fucking movie. That's my dad. Oh shit, that's Orlando. My one of my very good friends had an higher self named Orlando. Oh god, that's fucking. What is that? My oh fucking. There's so much. But that song, really my father's gun. Fucking, that's me. I know Orlando's a guy, but that's me looking at his fucking. He's giving me that smile. I'm fucking half dead. I gave my sister the flag. No, fucking she. I should have asked for it back when I was at the. But I don't want to be vengeance. Let her have the flag. Maybe she needs to. She'll understand because I knew, the song. He sat me down. I was just 6 years old. Elton, I don't know how he fucking knew. And you're probably, do you even know? Or maybe you knew. I don't know, but are you my mirror? Are you my fucking? You're a gay man, but are you my mirror? Man, we were gonna teach a lesson. Fuck, who knows? And am I fucking going? But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want Elton to send you fuckers to Mars. You have it coming. Yeah, I do. What if he controls the internet? Oh, fucking, he's gay. He's fucking, I listen to your music, my man. I'm fucking in tears. I ain't got no makeup. I ain't, they talk about, all the, whatever, people faking my face. Fucking, this is real. This is tears. This is, I know he stopped. I know he saved death, and somewhere you're like that. I know he did. That song. I know you're like, yeah, I fucking know. Somehow or maybe you just become aware. I don't know. It doesn't. It fucking. It's a dream. I know they say it's a dream. It's a game. No, it's not. Death is real. No, fuck this game shit. Maybe I can pull off magical shit, but it's real when it comes to your door and wants to get you and your kid and your dad somehow fucking. We fucking knew. Three doors down, man, fucking knew. Well, that's fucking. I don't know how, but I knew when I saw it. Well, that's my dad's birthday. Death has been chasing me for a long time, my man. Am I 144K? Am I meant to? No, there's a fucking thing. And I armed myself. Oh, fucking Elton, I, a bat and a, fucking, you come through the door, you fucking, you ain't coming, me and my daughter, I'm Kali on the battlefield at this fucking point. You come in that door, yeah, I will fucking be a real, oh, fucking, I'm done. I'm so fucking upset. That fucking America. So, but I want to say this to Elton, even in my fucking pain of that sacrifice, I wouldn't want fuckers to go to Mars. I mean, I almost do. I almost am like, oh, I can fucking see Elon go and let it sink in. Maybe he is the fucking warning. Let it sink in, fuckers. I'm gonna take you to Mars. And maybe he's not a bad guy. Maybe he's a fucking, maybe he's fucking my fucking our pain going, yeah, fucking let it sink in. Let's take you to fucking Mars. Let's rocket man you fuckers. Because he fucking had to do that fucking act of power. But then I'm fucking, I sit there in Wonder Woman. I believe in love. I don't want that. Because my dad's fucking heart is like, I don't want you fuckers to go Mars. I want you to wake the fuck up. I'm willing to throw myself in a fucking weird act of power that, Elton, if I ever fucking talk to you, if I ever fucking do, because it got real, it was real. It wasn't fucking no dream. That's at the door. And I keep fucking telling it, leave me alone, right? And it did the Trump hat, and I fucking told it, but inevitably, it possesses, and it wanted to come from me because I'm trying to take it down on my fucking channel. There's that too. I got to fucking capture. Oh, look at the scripture with it, the dead zone shit. I know something dark is pissed. I fucking, my dad. See, my dad did that too. He helped me Art of War. Oh, there's the capture. That's Word of God, Scripture. I've got that ability too. Yeah, yeah. So my dad somewhere here is like art of war fucking look at the scripture. It's the dead zone. That's real. That's Stephen King fucking prophesizing. That's your captor. Oh, look, it's holding a baby. That's called we got to stop sacrificing children for fucking darkness. Be it, fucking whether a TikTok app or fucking, the bullies. So I'm here and I'm like, yeah, Elton, it's got to stop. I have broken kids from the mirror of self-reflection of the app of TikTok. I have. I'm free and I'm trying to free them because I know, Narcissistus is also the Trump hat. They fucking worship what? It's in the Bible, the golden calf. And the antidote is the golden rule. Do unto others and you would have them do unto you. So see, my dad, and I know your dad, and I fucking, Elton, like I said, I know your dad's flying too. He's proud. I've read Ryan's letter. I fucking was an intern, for the AIDS patients, briefly, not a whole lot. I quit school. Hey, I'm a fucking, but I'm going to go back. I want to write books. I want to free minds. But I saw AIDS patients. I walked through the valley of the shadow of death. That's real. That's not a dream, my man. I saw it. So if I was your mirror and I'm by fucking your anima somewhere, I'll be like, yeah, I know, my man. But even in my fucking pain, in my darkest hour, when I'm fucking crying tonight, knowing I dodged, what is my bullet is my fucking dad's life. And your dad flies in the sky. I don't, I need to research you a little more. I still don't want fuckers to go to Mars. I almost do. I'm tempted. Like, Elon, let it sink in. Oh, fucking, I'm not a dumbass. You fucking dumbers. You're on Twitter. Let it sink in. He should take you to Mars. You deserve it. Maybe he is a hero and not an anti. Go to fucking, a real fucking Mars and sit there. You're so fucking, go happily. Because my dad fucking, I get it. And the bullying fucking done. Gay people fucking done. Because you don't take freedom away, fucking. I'm the same way my dad was. He never talked bad about any fucking buddy. And Joshua, I feel, is my dad in the future, a gay man. But, he doesn't like to be called gay. Fucking. But I have to explain, that's him. I just feel it. It's a weird thing that it's fucking, how do I explain? I ain't crazy. I'm psychic. And my dad fucking really gave me your song and it saved my ass because that's real. That death is real, people sitting there in illusion, going happily to their, yeah, happily go to Mars, sit there. I almost want to say with no music, no, oh yeah, let's cut the internet. You're on Mars. Goodbye. Oh, that's hell. You fucking had it coming. I almost want to do that because my dad, I'm furious tonight. But then my dad's like, I don't want that because one's enough. One sacrifice is enough, and I just want people to wake up, Ellen. You're Wonder Woman. I want to dodge it. That's that. I don't want that. I don't want that 1984 grossness. Oh no! I swear to God. I swear to God. In the name of all it's holy, I fall to the ground going, no, I don't. Because he didn't fucking do that. Pull that act of power for that to fucking happen. He's like, nah, Elon, fucking, I don't want that. I really don't, my man. I want to save her. I want America to stop fucking sacrificing children and golden calf, you fucking dummies. You fucking no, but put a mark of the beast, make America, oh fucking, he made America great when he fucking sacrificed his life right there. That was, will that act of power fucking wake him up? I don't know, Elton. I don't, what will unhook the hypnotized? What will unhook? I'm fucking, I have no makeup on, I look like shit. I'm fucking, I dodged, I'm alive. I'm here. What will make America fucking, how many more? My dad and I had that how many, what is the magic number? What is the magic that it takes? The proof, the evidence that this is stupidity. Trump needs to go to jail. I still forgive him, but he needs to just go to jail. And America needs to have gun control. And cops, you better fucking rescue a woman who's going, save me. So my dad doesn't have to, we have to prepare for years because we saw it coming. And, you know, I have a teacher, oh shit. And he can't even fucking say it. And my dad can't say it out loud because they lock me up. Oh shit. How do I avoid it? But then maybe my dad really wants to teach it because he's art war. He's always been very intelligent. I mean, even the Dianetics book, he's like, you got to respect that one. You know why? This is why. When I was looking at Maverick, okay, Tom Cruise, let me say this. I saw my dad flying. When I see Lady Gaga, that's me as a kid, fucking, you know, and John Travolta. I know they're Scientologists and people judge that. Hey, you know, with Leah Remini, I understand. But, you know, there are those who are willing to pay major fucking bucks for you know, enlightenment. You know, see, even L. Ron Hubbard's like, yeah, fuckers, they were willing to pay a lot of fucking money. But then, you know, that fucker, when I had a donation, you know, when I went in the hospital, he didn't donate shit to me when I gave up a brick in the wall job. So see, you know, even you know, dad, you know, he had a Dianetics book and everybody, you know, Leah Remini, what if she was just demonstrating all these celebrities willing to pay and even to be stalked and all this fucking shit and go through stuff. You know, I didn't judge even Tom Cruise. That's Maverick. Fucking, that's my dad. I don't care what religion he is. And John Travolta, that's fucking Danny. You go, that's fucking the Saturday Night Fever. We're dancing. I don't care what religion he is. That's my childhood. And what if they are demonstrating they were willing to pay a lot of fucking money, you know, just to maybe get to the top of the mountain and go, oh, it's a, you know, alien, you know, it's a, because of the Peaceful Warrior, this is, you know, if you watch the movie, and I read the Dan Millman book, Peaceful Warrior, he gets all the way up to the mountain, oh, it's just a fucking rock. It's about the journey, not the destination. So, see, there were people willing to journey and pay, fucking mortgage their house for that, all that. So, see, Jesus is like, yeah, you want to judge those Scientologists? Well, if they were willing to fucking sacrifice it all, pay all kinds of bucks, be on a fucking ship, all for fucking God to fucking get the knowledge. Maybe L. Ron Hubbard ain't such a fucking idiot. Maybe he, you know, just I'm just saying, he did have a Dianetics book, slipped in one of those things. Maybe that guy was demonstrating they were willing to fucking pay everything just to fucking, you know, find God. Well, those guys, you know, who fucking, oh, when they're being chased and all this fucking shit, they fucking were willing to fucking pay it all. And Jesus is like, I paid with my life. You know, so Leah Remini, what if she was just sitting there demonstrating? I paid fucking all this shit to fucking, you know, come up with some knowledge. So see, I look at John Travolta and Tom Cruise, see, because my dad wanted to teach, you judge celebrities, but they were willing to fucking do it. And there were those who were, you know, regular people like me, willing to fucking put it on the line and pay all kinds of cash to fucking find God. You might think they're duped, but Jesus is like, they were trying. They were trying to pay anything to get to God. Give it all up, even their fucking house. Isn't that fucking amazing? Because Jesus paid with their life. That's God walked among us and paid with his life. So they're not necessarily bad people. Maybe they're not so duped. They were willing to fucking give it all for God. So see, you know, it's kind of funny how even L. Ron Hubbard, my dad was like, aha, they were willing to fucking give it all. Even and then being chased and all that, they were willing to give it all their fucking money to find God. So they're don't call them judge. Maybe L. Ron Hubbard's like, aha, I fucking had him on chips and fucking doing this fucking shit, all for fucking. But at least they fucking sacrificed. Oh, he's demonstrating something deeper. So, you know, but no matter what, it don't matter. You know, Tom Cruise, that's Maverick. That's my dad flying, going, and Lady Gaga's going to hold my hand. And I don't forget who John Travolta was in Saturday Night Fever and Grease. It don't matter what religion he was. You know, people judge that and they don't want to watch the movies. Fuck you. That's my dad. That's Maverick. Tom Cruise, you're Maverick. You're my dad. Fucking, maybe you are teaching a deeper lesson. You know, even then, and Leah Remini, maybe you are. I was willing to pay all this fucking money and chase and this, that. Sometimes you hangman look, wow. And then everybody want to come at Scientology, but there was this fucking book. Dad's like, yeah, they were willing to fucking pay it all. And some people, he wouldn't even donate to my GoFundMe when I was down and out, but he wanted to come to the door and take me out. That's fucked up. So anybody who, Scientology, maybe L. Ron Hubbard was trying to demonstrate a deeper lesson. Yeah, I had this fucking alien thing, but all those people were willing to pay and sacrifice, so they're saved by Jesus, because Jesus, like, they fucking they were fucking willing to give it all for enlightenment, so they're saved anyway. And L. Ron Hubbard fucking taught a lesson. That's the crazy fucking thing. And Leah Remini, they fucking, but at the same time, they were willing to pay. They suffered, and oh, mind fuck, were they really? They were willing to fucking put it all on the line for God. So they're not. They're saved. That's the crazy thing, because they gave it all. Sell all your possessions, follow me. They were trying to find God too. So sometimes those that are willing to put on the line, fuck it, I gave up a brick in the wall job. But how you look at your celebrities is a reflection of you on the inside. Even you, Elton John, you're a hero to me. You're Ryan. Oh, fuck. And anybody judges you is a fucking fool. You saved my life. My dad, he plays that song. So yeah, so you should not judge. Even Tom Cruise, even John Travolta, fucking, they might be setting a real high example. They were willing to pay all this money. And people that follow Scientology were willing to pay the big bucks. Willing, I'll fucking give it all to fucking, oh, and then Jesus is kind of hiding there going, they were willing to fucking give it all. Everything. I see Jesus is like, yeah, that's what I did. I was willing to fucking give it all just to teach a lesson. Don't judge your celebrities. Even that L. Ron Hubbard dude who's like, yeah. So, we want to be careful. So, see, Dad had that Dianetics. He even woke me up to that. Ellen, you don't like that Scientology because because I want people to have free minds. But Dad was like, they were willing to fucking pay every fucking thing, be on a ship, and they had a lot of, they were separated from families, all that, but they were willing to do all that to find God. They sacrificed everything they had, even their houses and all that, and being chased by people, and separated from families. So even my dad, with this Trump shit, patriot, whatever, doesn't want anyone mind fucked in any way, shape, or form, and wants them free minds just to find Jesus, But he's like, nothing is free. At least Scientology, that L. Ron Hubbard guy, I'll just make a religion. Nothing is free. Okay, so don't even judge a Scientologist. Were they really duped? They were willing to pay every fucking thing. All these tears and do all this fucking shit. Weird. They were willing to do it. So if anything, they're saved because they were willing to sacrifice it all. And Tom Cruise, maybe that's the Maverick lesson. Oh, and John Travolta, oh, you fucking judge them. They fucking, that's the big lesson. They're it don't matter. Tom Cruise is always going to be Maverick to me, the Top Gun. I'm going to see my dad flying. And John Travolta's always going to be Grease, and he's always going to be fucking Saturday Night Fever, and he's dancing going, yeah, fucking, yeah, that's a big fucking lesson. You judged me. And I'm like, no, I didn't, man. Staying alive and all that shit, fucking, I get it. And you go after Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, oh, you're fucking done. You better not go after Rocky. And you shouldn't go after Elton John. But anyway, but even here, a Wonder Woman, I'm just, I'm fucking Irish. My dad did the sacrifice. That's the thing. Everybody that is willing to sacrifice. But then there are those fuckers, oh, I just want it free. I donate to 3 fucking causes. ASPCA, I'm not trying to brag, just make an example. ASPCA, St. Jude's, and even added Make-A-Wish when I didn't have a job, because I do want to give to causes. I do. It's not a lot. It's probably not as much as you've donated. I ain't rich, but I'm fucking saved, I hope. And I still got to get a fucking job out of all this fucking shit. Somebody to fucking hire me. I'll figure out, I'll write a fucking book and be like, so don't even judge Scientology. What if Leah Remini was like, I was willing to fucking pay, and yeah, fuck, yeah, that's a big fucking lesson. I don't care. Tom Cruise is my dad flying. I see fucking my dad. I don't care what religion. He's fucking my dad. He's Maverick. He'll always be Maverick Fuck it. I don't care what religion he is. That's Maverick. I won't be a Scientologist because I can't afford it, my man. But you're fucking my dad flying, going, hold my hand, and I'm fucking Lady Gaga going, yeah, dad. And John Travolta is always going to be Grease, and Michelle Pfeiffer is really important too. Dangerous Minds. Oh fucking, I know she's white blue eyes, but that's me. And Grease too. Oh fucking, I'm gonna go back to school and fucking learn something. So see, the way we even look at celebrities, don't judge them. Don't you want to talk bad about Tom Cruise? Oh, fucking, you better that's fucking Maverick. Fucking, it's okay, Tom. I don't care what religion you are. You're fucking Maverick. My dad's like, that's Maverick. Fucking, I'm Air Force. And I've been playing fucking Top Gun like crazy. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care. Just when I fucking put it on, you have helped me. It don't matter. And L. Ron Hubbard's like, people willing to pay fucking, you know, if it's true or not true, it don't fucking matter. But I know Jesus is true. When you get to the mountain, he made the ultimate sacrifice. But you're fucking, you're going to be my dad. I don't give a shit, Tom Cruise. Fuck everybody. You're Maverick. You're always going to be Maverick. And I'm playing with the boys going, fuck dad. Fucking, I just want to wake up America. That's Maverick. That won't change. And John Travolta, you always gonna. I'm still gonna fucking. Am I Olivia Newton-John? Fucking. Who cares? You know. Oh, she's a sweetheart. We don't come after Olivia Newton-John. You fucking dare. You get the Wonder Woman. Yeah, I don't know what. You don't want to know. Just leave her alone. If they can see nobody, don't come after Olivia. I don't. Australia. Don't even get me started. That's, she's a sweetheart. But anyway, yeah, so leave fucking Tom Cruise alone. Fuck you. See, and that's why I said leave Madonna alone. Don't judge your celebrities. So my dad even like that Dianetics book was in there. And I'm like, Dad, they sent me once a mailer and I was kind of like, I watched hey, I get it, because I want mine's free. But somebody sent me a Scientology thing with my name on it. Maybe my dad just said, don't even judge that one, guys. The people who were willing to pay and they sacrificed and all that shit, they're actually fucking saved somewhere because Jesus is like, aha, they were willing to fucking put it all on the line for enlightenment. They'll find Jesus, don't worry, And L. Ron Hubbard's probably getting the last laugh, fuck it, I'm not saying I still L. Ron Hubbard, come on, man. But they were willing to pay the big bucks. And Jesus is like, that's right, they were willing to do that. So, I'm sorry, Tom Cruise, that's a big fucking lesson. In John Travolta, fucking leave him alone. Even leave her, Rudney, leave her alone. I was willing to pay millions of dollars. Fucking leave her alone. And she's, maybe she's teaching. They were willing to put it all on the line. Go for broke just to fucking get answers. That's a big fucking lesson. Some fuckers won't even tithe in a church, like my sister when she went in the Divine Fellowship. They good fucking hippie people wouldn't even fucking. She held back the check because she didn't like something about chakras. She done. But Tom Cruise probably is fucking gonna make it to heaven because he's like, I'm willing to put it on the line. You're still Maverick to me, my man. The deeper lesson, sometimes Jesus goes, that's a deeper lesson, isn't it? Don't judge anybody. Even the Scientologists, those people, they fucking were paying the bucks. So even you guys, you follow, no. You were willing to fucking give it all for God to find answers. Jesus is like, I got you. Don't even fucking worry about it. We're done with that shit. And that's my dad. You're Maverick. Fuck yeah. Don't worry, Tom Cruise. I get it because my dad's like, that's Maverick. And that's a big fucking lesson y'all fucking need to learn. Don't judge any religion. Even that one. Even when I was frustrated watching it, Dad's like, don't forget. He teaches the lessons of sacrifice of my dad are massive. Even that one, I had to go, oh, Dad, that's massive. But no matter what, that's fucking Maverick flying. That's you. I see you're my dad. That Tom Cruise, you're my dad. Oh, that's a huge fucking lesson. All those Scientologists were willing to fucking put it all on the line. Don't judge them. No, I don't. I won't be a Scientologist because I like the J. Krishnamurti and Bruce Lee shit. I couldn't have possibly afforded it. That's the point. Jesus paid the price, and it's a gift if I just fall to the cross and go, oh my God, thank you. And my dad paid a price for me today. Done. So he's Maverick fucking coming to my rescue. And I have a feeling that, the Floyd's going to be like, yeah, you can't even judge that one. They're willing to fucking pay it all. So no, Tom Cruise, John Travolta, I won't judge it. And even Leah Remini, Look at all this money I was willing to pay. Fucking, I see you, girl. Yeah, I'm fucking broke buying all this fucking weapons of war. I'm willing to, and Jesus is like, And so you guys all should follow the cross and fucking ask for forgiveness. You better fucking do it because he paid the price on the cross. Yeah. And those folks that paid every fucking thing, Jesus, like, they fucking were willing to fucking pay it all. I got them too, fuckers. Well, he won't swear. That's me. Maybe that's Tom Cruise going, you dumbasses. And no matter what, I'm like, Tom, you're fucking my dad flying Maverick going, and I'm going, hold my hand. I'll leave Lady Gaga alone too. Fucking, yeah, shallow. Yeah, I know. Lady Gaga, I get it. Fucking, fucking, that's my dad flying. And I'm gonna play hold my hand right now. And I don't care what religion you are, you're my dad flying. Because he's Air Force, and so is Maverick. Fucking get it done.